Hey everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bull Central. We're gonna take a ride in the old Wayback Machine today. Gonna do a retro roundup gaming segment. I have not done one of these in quite some time. Now, LucasArts does not exist anymore.
Before the dark times. Before the Empire.
Though Lucasfilm Games now does exist. This is Star Wars Republic Commando. This is actually a really fun game, even today. It literally came out 2 months before Episode 3. Man, I gotta tell you, I was so jazzed. I was so pumped for Episode 3. And I was so pumped for this game too, because the gaming media at the time, you know, like magazines and IGN, by the way, not to divert attention too much, but they just named this one of the best Star Wars games ever made. They just did that. So I'm not blowing smoke, man, or any other kind of noxious chemical that I know of. Man, I just devoured this game when it came out. I was about 20 years old and I went down to the local Blockbuster video and I rented it for the OG Xbox. And honestly, I'm the kind of gamer that doesn't really marathon games. I take small segments and I tend to savor whatever game I'm playing. But I remember distinctly getting hooked on this one and just never wanting to stop.
Pills? You mean you really are taking drugs?
I need them.
Jesse, give me those.
I need them, Zach.
And there's a lot of good reasons for that. And I found that even just this past week playing it again, I found that, man, there's so many good things about this game. There's so many things that were ahead of their time. I don't know if you want to use the word revolutionary, because I don't really know how influential this game was in the long run. More or less, Republic Commando was kind of seen as the Lucasfilm Halo. You know what I mean? Like Halo was Halo, and it was the big deal that it was. This is similar in a lot of ways. First of all, it's a first-person shooter, and second of all, a lot of the flow of the combat is very similar to Halo. But I tell you what, where it really has going for it is this idea of tactical running a squad of clone troopers. They all have different voices. I still can't figure that one out.
My sister, baby, you and me could really... You never even met a girl.
It's the little things. It's the fact that you can tell your squad to do just about anything at all. You can get your squad to place charges on doors. You can get your squad to heal themselves at a Bacta dispenser. You can get your squad to set up position, take offensive position, take defensive position. You can tell your squad to attack a specific target. You can revive squad members, which was kind of a new gaming principle, the idea that you could revive anybody, let alone having your squad, you can command your squad to revive you. I mean, that's like way ahead of its time. It doesn't sound like much, but it is. It's ahead of its time. I don't know how to explain it. It just has that right mix of action ratio, cooldown ratio, interacting with your squad. The AI on the squad is somewhat beautiful. Even if you don't tell them what to do, they kind of do what you want them to do. It's a treat, man, and you get to go to some cool places. It's prequel era Star Wars. Not everybody's into that. I kind of am nowadays, believe it or not. I know that growing up, I am of the generation that basically loathes the prequels as Star Wars fans. That's what we were supposed to do. And I understand now that younger generations really love the prequels. And the more that I watch the prequels, the more that I like the prequels. As funny as that sounds. And I do watch them a lot. And you got Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, the show on Disney Plus, which is fleshing out the details of the prequels. I mean, God, people complain about all the Star Wars stuff happening these days. I'm like, yeah, but there's stuff happening these days. Like, how many years did we always have to go between a new Lucasfilm project, let alone a Star Wars movie or a Star Wars game? Oh, lordy, there's just so much good Star Wars stuff out now.
Rey Skywalker.
This is a great flashback. This is a great way to look fondly on gaming history. It is a revolutionary title. Kind of bullet spongy, these guys, as these super battle droids. little bullet spongy, but that's okay. That's okay. Everything is bullet spongy these days still too. Anyways, I gotta tell you, if you've never played Star Wars Republic Commando, I highly recommend it. It is a fantastic game. It is definitely a retro game worth your while because it doesn't feel retro. That's what's great about it. It feels fresh. It feels current. It feels like, you know, update the graphics, give it a remaster. You could re-release this thing. How awesome would that be if they got all the old LucasArts games together and remastered them suckers? Okay. All right. I mean, I guess that's really all I wanted to say. Do me a favor, everybody. Like and subscribe and all that nonsense, and hit the bell and whatever people ever say. Smash the bell, whatever they say. I don't follow trends. I'm too trendy for that. I don't know how to explain. Good show, everybody. Good show. Right.